Teacher knowledge and behavior is the component of the model that focuses on teachers' knowledge of students and content, and on their expertise in classroom management and pedagogy. Teacher behavior is the element of teacher knowledge and behavior that encompasses classroom management and pedagogy. More information on this can be found in the Technology as Facilitator of Quality Education model. The teacher demonstrates good pedagogy in three ways. First, he connects the current project to the student's prior knowledge. He reviews a CD-ROM with the class, which they created the previous year. By having students reflect on the process of creating the original CD, he helps them think about which elements they might want to use again in their current project, and which elements they may want to change.
I want you to think about how we can improve this. If you want to take some notes, you certainly can. But eventually we'll brainstorm and come up with a list of improvements or things that we liked about the CD for the new one we're going to be doing.
Second, the teacher helps the students think about appropriate ways to present certain kinds of content in certain formats. This advances the students' disciplinary knowledge and helps the students reflect on appropriate ways to present the information they have gathered for their current project.
How are we going to organize this? Last time we had about 6 different areas here of reports. We had the trivia, the graphs, the fun facts, the artwork. But this time we're going to have some different kinds of material to work with. How are we going to set it out?
Third, the teacher allows the students to take an active role in determining the content, organization, and format of the project. The students make suggestions and express their opinions about the changes they should make to improve their final product.
Why don't we go to autobiographies? Now last time what we did is, again, we had to divide those between Madison and Mount Vernon at Washington. And if you click on Madison Whitley, we'll just go to that. Then we divided them up. Why did we divide those up? Why didn't we have just one big area here for the autobiographies? You guys remember why we did that? Josh?
Because it wouldn't fit all on one part of that.
Right. The people putting it together thought we had so many autobiographies there, let's split it up. So why don't you go to one of those?
The teacher exemplifies good classroom management of group work. He gives the students brief but precise instructions for the activity. The groups are to discuss and come to a consensus on which elements of the previous class project they should keep, which they can improve upon, and what new components they should add.
What improvements should we make on this CD-ROM? We've talked about one, which is doing it on a PC, burning it on a PC burner, and putting a player for the Macintosh. That's one improvement. What else did you notice here we should improve upon? Don't tell me now. Just write them down as a group, discuss them. Okay? Also think about what should we keep. What do you like about that? What do we do well? What kind of features should we have in this one? Because the people making the storyboards will want to know this.
The students are also to consider how they can form groups effectively to work on the new project.
And then be thinking about what kind of groups we need to have. For example, we need somebody to scan. What else do we need? What other group do we need? Somebody to do what, Maxwell? Organize it. Be an editor. Erica?
Make the cover.
Make the cover.
Burn disc.
Burn the actual CDs, the discs. Right. What else?
Plan it out.
Plan it out, exactly. So we need people to do that. What group would you like to take part in? Think about that.
After explaining the task to the students, the teacher sets a time limit for the group brainstorming activity and adjusts one student's seating arrangement to make it more conducive to group discussion.
I'm going to give you about 2 or 3 minutes to brainstorm with your group, mainly the 2 first ones I told you, the improvements and things to keep. Okay, you guys can begin. 2 minutes. Just swing around, Andrew, if you want to just swing your whole desk around there and sit in front of Josh, maybe.
The teacher also demonstrates effective classroom management in bringing the activity to a close. After the group activity is finished, the teacher praises the positive behaviors he observed as the students were interacting.
I heard some really good comments, people really thinking. In fact, it was kind of interesting. People sat there for a couple of minutes just kind of thinking, which is appropriate, isn't it? They're thinking back to what we did and what we want to do. And I saw a lot of that. People just kind of thinking, taking a few notes and so on. Then they started talking and discussing and agreeing on things and maybe disagreeing too, which was really good to see.
The teacher's comments are specific, targeting the things students did well. The teacher demonstrates another aspect of effective classroom management by following up the group activity with a full class discussion of each group's ideas.
Keep in mind what we're trying to do, the improvements, things to keep, and some groups we need. Let's start right over here. What's one improvement we should think about?
The teacher collects the students' ideas and lists them on the chalkboard, which provides structure for the classroom discussion. The teacher exhibits good classroom management as he monitors group work. He makes sure that the students know their individual roles in each group. He encourages the group members to interact with each other in order to reach a consensus on how best to complete their part of the project.
And you're the proofreaders right now. If they're done, you can say to Roxanne, okay, they're ready to type. Okay? So kind of just swap over. If you say anything, you can talk to Jed and say, is this word right or whatever.